Hello all YouTubers, I'm the Weather Dude, helping you to understand your weather even better. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to get this video started today. Thank you all for tuning into my video for July 25th, 2019. Today's video is going to be a third ocean and beach forecast. I'm going to be covering the Delaware and Jersey shoreline for this video. My second one I did Puerto Rico, and the first one I did the coastal Carolinas. As you can see, I do have my Weather Dude shirt on today to show proud support for my channel. And I also do have my Eagles hat on. If you don't like the Eagles, don't be haters. I'm sorry. I like the Eagles. They're a great team. Well, but you know what? This channel is not about, fighting over sports. This is about, coming together and learning about the weather all together. So as always, please consider subscribing as well as ringing the bell notifications. Never miss any of my videos again. And please look in the description for other videos of mine with superior weather content that you won't find anywhere else. And please click read more when you go in the description so you see all my videos that are there as well. And please consider watching the whole video as a way of helping out my YouTube channel. You'd be surprised how much it really helps out. Alright, so the way it's going to work today is I'm gonna go through the ocean and beach forecast for Delaware and Jersey shoreline. I'm going to go through some tabs, on other weather websites. Once I open up my own forecast, my face will be taken away from the screen. And then when I go over the tips towards the end of the video, then I'll be back. My face will be back on the screen. Just because my camera was covering up too much of the text, I'm going to be taking it off once I go to my forecast. But first, we're going to look at some windy.com forecast. Euro model wave heights here, Delaware right here. If you cannot see that, Delaware is here. New Jersey is here. Okay, mainly like the public beaches will be covering, like Atlantic City, Cape May, and all the Delaware shorelines, Lewis, Bethany, all that good stuff. So let's get right into it. All right, wave heights right now. Actually, you know what? Technically, I should be turning this to 8 o'clock. Hold on. So at 8 o'clock. There we go. Not that there's much of a difference. But 2-foot waves in general. Again, you can always have some waves that are higher than that. But when you are doing a ocean and beach forecast, you don't always want to just look at the waves and say, "Ooh, big wave. Let's go to the beach." There's many other factors that go into that: the temperature, the ocean temperature, all that good stuff. So we'll be looking at that. So. Not just wave heights, but we will be looking at the wave heights as well. Offshore waves will be a little bit higher at around 4 feet, but near the shoreline in itself, about 2-3 foot waves. As we head through the day tomorrow, we will be seeing some 2-foot waves as well. You see along the Delaware and Jersey shorelines, and same thing goes for Saturday. Maybe a little bit more stronger waves on Saturday. Let's actually go to the GFS model. I will be going to my temperature forecast as well. It is covered up by the camera where it says forecast hour, but you can see on the left side of your screen as well, it'll say forecast hour 6. So you still know what is going on with that, where the forecast hour is and what time I'm showing this for. So 2-meter temperature anomalies here. Looking a little colder than average actually for the Jersey Shores right now, which I do factor into my forecast. Alright, here we go. Move the clock forward. You will see my forecast as soon as we turn the clock to August. Gonna start to see some warming patterns July 31st, and boom, August 1st. We do start to see some warmings, but there will be interrupted with some periods of cooling. It's gonna be all over the place, up and down. But overall, it's gonna be a little bit more on the warmer side, especially as we head through the first few days of August. And maybe cooling down a little bit after that. Okay, but that's just one model run. Let's go to the wave wide stream model. Okay, we showed you the Europe WAM model, WAM model. Now I'm gonna show you wave watch 3. Okay, I don't know what forecast hour am I on. Okay, I'll go back a little bit. This is in the past, so don't get excited about this. This was like a while ago. This was like at least like a few days ago. And you can see that we did have a disturbance or a low pressure going off the coast, and with that we did see some widespread 11, 12, 13 foot waves there, where near the center of low pressure was into the east of the center of low pressure. So it did cause some pretty big waves there. But now, let's turn the clock to forward, go present time, and here we go. And you can see it doesn't cover right on land, like right on the shore for some odd reason. That really makes me kind of mad, but maybe it's just the way the design was designed for. Maybe a little green area bubbling up near Virginia there, maybe overnight Friday into Saturday, but okay, there we go. But overall, so pretty calm waves, maybe a little disturbance as shown on the green per hour 60. But other than that, we should be okay with the waves. I don't see like too many monster storms coming in and causing some big waves. As we look at the sea surface temperature anomaly, we do see warmer than average temperatures widespread there for much of the western Atlantic, actually. And northern Caribbean and the western Gulf of Mexico Bay can probably a little bit above average, but closer to Delaware, Jersey, pretty much around average, and maybe even a little bit below average towards the south, towards the Delmarva. Sea surface temperature anomalies, as you can see, are actually not the anomalies, the actual temperatures, near 23, 25. I will be showing you that. Furthermore, on tides for fishing. Alright, so here we go, tides for fishing. So we will check out Lewis first. Temperature 76, humidity 65%, dew point 64, so that's not all that bad. But especially for this time of the year. Pressure is on the rise, 30.12 IN, or inches I think it is. And general fishing conditions are very good, which is very good news. Atmospheric pressure will be on the rise over the night as well. UV index is 6, which is kind of high. I call it like a medium high kind of forecast for that. But 73-degree water temperatures. And that's pretty much the way it's going to stay, as you can see here. I mean, it doesn't really change too much through the day, but the sun does make it warmer. And we can see 1-2 foot waves, maximum 3-4 foot waves at times. In terms of the tide tables, let's look at the tide tables. Come on. There we are. Alright. So, let's go down to the 25th is today, 26th is tomorrow. Tide's going to be running a little bit high Saturday, Sunday, so especially in the afternoon, 27, 28 there. Especially in the afternoon high tide. Morning high tide, not so much, but afternoon high tide at Lewis, watch out. We could be seeing some 5-foot tides. That's going to be pretty bad. And then look at this. The tide could be rising even farther as we head to the 31st. 5.6 feet. And if we happen to get some storms around that period, you might be seeing some tidal flooding. If we happen to get rain Tuesday, Wednesday on the 30th and 31st, could certainly cause some tidal issues, especially along Route 1, the coastal highway. Atlantic City, New Jersey. Pretty much the same for you. Temperature 76, dew point 64. Humidity is a little bit higher. But again, same story. Pressure is on the rise. UV index is 6. We'll be grinding around 6 or 7. But look at this. Water there is 78. Wow. It's pretty warm. 2-3 foot waves with maximum waves at 5 foot at times. As you can see there. And as for the tide tables, again, especially as we head towards the end of the month, 5.46 foot, especially in the afternoon high tides, gonna rise. The afternoon high tides will rise as the month goes on. Like today is 3.9 feet for afternoon high tide at 221. That's 4.1 feet, 4.4, 4.8, 5.1, 5.4, and then 5.6 feet by the end of the month. I don't know if it's the way the moon shaped, like at the end of the month, like it usually does that kind of thing. But October, November is the time around Delaware and Jersey where you see, I think like the moon's closest to the Earth. I do believe it. Or some in relation where the moon is, the most tidal flooding does occur at around that time. So I'm gonna go to my forecast. My face will be off the screen, and then when I go back to share the tips with you guys, my face will be back on the screen. So you guys will see my face soon. And let's continue on with this video. Hello, YouTubers. So I am back, and my face is now off the screen, just because it was gonna cover up way too much the way I was zoomed in. But my face will be back on when I do the tips, like in a couple minutes, not even that. So what to expect on the beach and in the ocean, Jersey and Delaware beaches. I just made the time frame from the 25th of July to the 5th of August. Just a little, little time frame. I mean, it's pretty much over the next 2 weeks. All right, so this is kind of like my second one, except it's not for Puerto Rico. It's for Jersey and Delaware beaches. Wave heights are 2 to 4 feet with a few waves up to 8 feet. I don't even think the waves will even get that high, to be honest with you, but, it's always a possibility. Some rain showers, especially in the first few days of August, maybe the 1st to the 5th. Some spotty rain showers are possible, but nothing, too catastrophic or devastating for your beach plans. But hopefully for the rest of July, hopefully everything should be okay with your beach plans. UV index, 6 to 7. Some precautions could be wear protective clothing and apply SPF 30 plus sunscreen every 90 to 120 minutes. If you're one of those people that likes to get a tan, please don't go around putting on 7500 SPF sunscreen. I mean, that's a little bit too much. And some people think, and this is a common mistake that people make, Now you put on 70 SPF 75 100 sunscreen and think, oh, that's just gonna cover me for the whole day. I don't have to put anything else on ever. No, that is not true. The higher SPF just protects you more in a certain period of time. No matter how high the SPF is, it's gonna fade after an hour and a half to 2.5 hours. So you want to make sure to reapply every hour and a half to 120 minutes, or every 90 to 120 minutes, hour and a half for 2 hours. Temperatures will be cooler at first at the Delaware Jersey beaches, but then turning warm or warmer by August 3rd, maybe beginning of August is what I mean. I just put a time there. August 3rd could start warming up potentially. And the ocean temperatures will range from 23 degrees to 25 degrees Celsius, which is roughly 73 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit. So that is my forecast. And next we are going to go to my tips as we wrap up this video. 10 tips from me to stay safe in the ocean and at the beach. Let's go. Alright everybody, so my face is back on the screen, and we are now going to share some 10 self-made tips by me to stay safe at the beach, New Jersey and Delaware beaches. Just some 10 tips. I mean, they're really not that hard to do, but just to go over with you guys when you hit the beach, or if you do hit the beach this summer and early fall. So, first tip is pretty obvious. Wear SPF 30 plus sunscreen as I shared earlier, and reapply it every 1.5 to 2 hours. Those first tips are pretty obvious ones. Hopefully you guys should know those already. When you're on the beach, park yourself next to or near a not literally next to, but park near a lifeguard to maximize your safety. Okay? And in the ocean, I tend to stay near groups of people. I mean, I don't hang around, talking to strangers and partying, but just try to stay around, groups of people. It might help keep you protected. Always keep your eyes on the water. Don't just rely on the lifeguards, because I got news for you. I was at the beach about a couple weeks ago, and I learned that there was these dark blue patches of water, little holes will pop out of the water, and they're called bluefish. And the lifeguards noticed them the first time, but after the next couple of times, sometimes you have to rely on yourself. Don't always rely on the lifeguards, because they don't catch everything. I mean, they do a very good job at protecting the oceans, but nobody's perfect. They're not going to catch every single thing that goes on. So, to maximize safety, again, let the lifeguards keep an eye on the ocean, but also keep an eye on the ocean yourself, and also what's on the beach. If you come in contact with sea life, get medical attention immediately. Now, I'm not saying if a little sand crab crawls on you, don't go get medical attention and go to the hospital. Please do not. Okay, but if you think a jellyfish stung you, it's not like if you're sure, like if you think that something came in contact with you, or if you're sure that something came in contact with you, just to be safe, get some medical attention. If you came near a jellyfish, a stingray, or God forbid a shark, something like that. When you are in the ocean, maybe wear some water shoes or like a swim shirt, just to save your feet. I mean, wear some water shoes, something don't bite your feet like a big hermit crab or something. When you're not in the water, wear like heavier or longer, clothing when you're not in the water. Make sure you don't get, burnt and like a potato crisp in the sun. Respect the ocean. Be cautious, say that fast, around large waves. Be cautious around large waves. And it's in North Carolina. Don't know if you guys heard about it, but I do believe a father and his 6 kids, were at the beach playing along, and he wasn't looking. Wave came up behind him, right in the back of the neck, and he sadly passed away. The daughters and the kids tried to save him, but it was sadly too late. But that's why you always gotta be careful when you're around the ocean. I mean, they tried to save him, the lifeguards. I mean, by the time he got off on the beach in the hospital, I mean, he was pretty much sadly dead. But I mean, that's why I'm not saying it was his fault. I'm not saying he did anything wrong. Maybe it was just looking to get a picture of something, and the wave came behind him. I do not know. It was on the news not too long ago. But these sad incidents do keep happening, and if we just have to learn to keep it on the ocean. And don't get too crazy in the sand. I've learned that when I dump sand on myself, sometimes the sun can actually heat it up faster, because you know how sand is used to melt the snow? Well, if you dump sand on yourself, it's going to heat up your body more. Then you got the sun shining on the sand, and the sand is on your body. It's only going to double or triple your threat of getting badly sunburnt. I mean, when I put sand on myself, on the beach, I got pretty sunburnt. So, I want to stay away from that. So, that is it for today's video. I do hope you guys really enjoyed this presentation. So here's my thank you slide. Thank you guys for watching this video today. I am Dude, signing off till next time. Please don't forget to subscribe as well as ring the bell notifications. Really helps out my channel. and share this video with your friends and tell them to watch the whole video. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next video.